Alright, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff so you don't miss out on any future content. And let's get straight into today's video. So in today's video, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing an overview of all the best teams in the game. We're going to be looking at each team and what are the core characters you need for each team. Now, what are the best teams in the game? Well, we have Nico Luffy's team, which is the newest team in the game. We have the block raid team, we have the strength team, now we have the anti-block raid team, also known as Law's team. We also have the Chopper and General Frankie combo, and then we have other standard teams. Now these teams aren't really in any specific order. Aside from Nico Luffy's team is obviously the strongest team in the game because he is the best character in the game. He's completely broken, but the rest of these teams aren't really in any specific order. Um, Although you do have to keep in mind, Law does hard counter block rate team, because the character is specifically just designed to counter block rate team. Because block rate team is an amazing defensive team. Then other than that, they're not really in any specific order, so just keep that in mind. Also, this video is just an overview, as I said, of the teams. We'll be going into each team in depth in another video. So I'll do a video specifically just on Nico Luffy's team. I'll do a video on Block Raid team, the Strength team, and so on and so forth. For the combos and what Adventure Souls that you should be using. This is just an overview of the best teams in the game currently. So let's look at Nico Luffy's team. Now Nico Luffy, a lot of people don't understand with his passive. If we go into Nico Luffy's passive real quick, you have to have specific characters with him to make him like at his full potential. So if we go into his passive, Drums of Liberation, you need to understand the first part right here. When he enters the battlefield, it increases his own defense, crit resistance rate, and damage reduction rate by 15%. Now, if there is Kaido Dragon Form on the field, the effect will be doubled and Nico Luffy will get Awakening Power. So you're not only getting Awakening Power, you're also getting 30% instead of 15% defense, crit resistance rate, and damage reduction. So he's getting tankier. You also do have to keep in mind when you're going for Nico Luffy's team, whoops, that you also need one of each soul. So you need a fire soul character, you need a sand soul character, you need a darkness soul character, and an ice soul character in order for him to fully reach his potential. Because it states right here, there are already 4 kinds of seals, they're curse seals, of characters on our side. Luffy Nico will also get part of the effects, so he'll get all 4 of the curse seal effects. Also, if there are 4 kinds of curse seals, fire, sand, darkness, ice on the field, obviously, it'll increase all allies' unique skill resistance and damage reduction rate by 25%. Plus, you're also getting crit resistance rate by 30% and block rate by 50%. So if you don't have one of each curse seal, you're missing out on so many bonuses. Like all these bonuses down here, and then if you don't have Kaido Dragon Form, you're missing the 2 times the bonuses up here. So when you're going for Nico Luffy, a lot of people don't understand, as I said earlier, you need to have specific characters for him to actually make use of his full potential. So let's go back to our list right here. So obviously the main character you need is Nico Luffy. Then you must have Kaido Dragon Form. Must have. If you're going for Nico Luffy's team and you don't have Kaido Dragon Form, he's just not gonna be as tanky, and yeah, you must have Kaido Dragon Form. So if you're going for Nico Luffy's team, make sure you have Kaido Dragon Form. And then you have the other curse seal. So Kaido Dragon Form is a fire curse seal. You can go down to your crew tab and you can filter through them. So if you go fire, you already have fire as Kaido Dragon Form. So you won't need the fire one, you'll just need 1 sand, 1 dark, and 1 ice. There are a range of characters. We'll go over this in the Nico Luffy team video. of the different characters I think you should choose and the different combos you should go through. But if you're going for Nicky Luffy's team, you do have to have one character of each Curse Seal. They say War Spirits here, but in his passive it says Curse Seals on the team as well, in order to get the full potential out of him. So keep that in mind. Number 1, you need Kaido Dragon Form, and number 2, you need each Curse Seal. Moving on, let's move on to the Block Raid team. Now the Block Raid team is mainly built around Bullet and his passive. So if we go into Bullet's passive, you understand what I mean. When you click on Bullet, Bullet requires 4 sand characters for him to actually work. So increases zone damage reduction and block raid by 35%, guarantees cast minus skill. On the first death, this is where he gets revival status. This part right here. If there are 4 or more friendly Sand Wars heroes, or souls, it increases all friendly minus skill resistance, ultimate resistance by 35%, and damage resistance by 15%. Also, his ultimate ability, down here, when unleashing the ultimate skill, render resources debuffs of one friendly crew. For each existing Sand War soul, the effect increases by 10%. Control immunity can be increased up to 60%. You may not think this isn't really much block rate, but the Sand characters are all about block rate. So if we go to Yamato, she's basically all about block rate. Right here, it increases the own block rate by 18.9% each time when the crew is attacked. It has defense rate, crit resistance rate. If they're a bit lower, they get more defense, and so on and so forth. So all the Sand characters are mainly about block rate. And then we have here, again, her Sand War Soul Spirit. It says here, raises the own crew's crit resistance for every one Sand Soul War Spirit present, sorry. The crit resistance rate by 8% up to 48%, and then also, if there are 4 or higher friendly Sand War Souls, then it additionally raises the crew's own block rate by 25%. It raises the block rate of every friendly unit by 20%, up to being attacked as 35% chance to taunt the enemy. Anyway, you get what I mean. They're all about block rate. So she's about block rate, and then he's all about Sand War Soul Spirits. These two basically go together. And then you have Katakuri you can put in. It's just a bunch of characters you can put in. They're all just about Sand War Soul Spirits, but it's mainly based around Douglas, Bullet, and Yamato. They're the 2 main characters for the block rate team you must have. So if you're going for the block rate team, you have to have Douglas, Bullet, and you have to have Yamato. They're basically, the team's built around these 2 characters, just like the Nicky Luffy team we were talking about earlier, based around Nicky Luffy and Kaido Dragon Form. The block rate team's more of a defensive team, and it's based around these 2 characters. And then, since they're both Sand Soul Spirits, you just need 2 more to activate both their effects. Next up we have is the Strength team. The Strength team, you can do a number of ways. Really depends on what you want to do. You could do the Nami Sanji combo and then put in a bunch of strength characters. The Strength team is obviously just strength characters mainly. There are also other characters like Zephyr. If we scroll down right here, his passive actually increases strength characters' damage. It says upon deployment reduces the attack type of any crew rate by 10%. And crit rate by 10%, sorry, increases friendly attack type crew's damage rate by 10% and control immunity by 10%. So he actually increases, is a very good tank for the, it's kind of the only tank for the strength team. So in my opinion, he's kind of a must-have. Then you can also have characters like Monkey King Luffy, who's kind of built around the strength team as well. You can put him in. If you look at his passive, when there are 4 or more attack members on our side, which is strength team attack, the critical damage will be increased by 10%, and then when there are 5, the ultimate damage skill is increased by 10%, and then when there are 6, the total attack will be increased by 20%. And you can have the bonuses of all 3 of these, at once on the field. So he's mainly built around the strength team. It's just mainly strength characters, so it depends on what you want to do. You could do Nami Sanji combo and then put a bunch of strength characters. I think Zephyr's the main character you need. He's mainly built as a tank for the strength characters. I think also um, Summon Mihawk is a must-have if you want to have a chance against block rate team because he does ignore block rate. So I do think Summon Mihawk is a must-have. I think these two, in my opinion, are must-haves for the strength team. You can go for a more debuff with Rosinette if you want to, and then don't forget Big Mom does do the burning and guarantee crits, so you couldn't do a burning team if you want with Sabo, Flame Fruit. You also have the option of King if you want a more control, slower paced team. Every turn he does different things. Might increase 10% defense next turn. He might increase your attack. He just does different things. You can go for Enma Zoro, but the thing with Enma Zoro is you do need to keep in mind, and a lot of people don't understand with Enma Zoro, is he needs Dark Soul Spirit characters. So if we go into his passive, right here, it says if there are 4 or more friendly soul, increases crit resistance rate of all friendly units by 25%. And then it says up here, Dark War Soul crew existing, minus skill chance by 10%, up to 50% if you have 5 extra. It increases own crit rate as well, so he's all about Dark War Souls. His ultimate as well will be increased for 4 friendly Dark War Soul Spirits. It's just all about Dark War Soul Spirits. As you can see, you can read it if you want. But that's what he does right there. So that's basically the strength team right there. It's just a bunch of strength characters. Zephyr you can use as a tank. You can go the burning effect. We'll go through the different strength team builds and everything in the strength team video. Next up we have is the anti-block rate team with Law. That's mainly just Law. You just mainly put Law with like a bunch of different characters together. Like some people put like Katakuri, they might do like Sanji Germanami combo, they might put where is he? This guy, and then like a 5th. Like Law you can just slap on any team. Pretty much. It's the same as Katakuri. You can pretty much slap on any team. Let's just put these guys back up here. You can also pretty much slap on Monkey D. Dragon on any team. Law you could put on the strength team, but yeah, Law you can just put on any team, and you just counter the block rate team because if he gets his ult off, you're just doing so much. Your whole team just ignoring block rate. Next up we have, so that's basically just Law's team, the anti-block rate team. Next up we have is the Chopper and General Frankie combo, or team. These two must go together. Similar to these two, they have to go together, and these two, they have to go together. Chopper and General Frankie, if you look at all their passives and stuff, so if we scroll down, go to General Frankie, and then we just read his passive. This is why reading characters' abilities and passives are absolutely huge. This is so long, by the way. Oops. Where is the part where he has Chopper in it? Oh, it's such a long... Here it is. When Christmas Chopper is in the same team, it gives extra 700 rage and 200 for back row. In the same time, let back row crews enter Passionate State, ultimate damage increases by 25% and critical rate increases by 10%. So if you don't have Chopper with him, you're missing out on those bonuses. Right there. So when we go into Chopper, Chopper does have some things as well. This is a very long passive. It's down here. When deployed with General Frankie, Christmas Chopper increases hero rate by 25% and grants 700 points of rage to General Frankie and 200 points of rage to rear row allies upon entering the field. Meanwhile, all crew members enter healing state, heal by 25% and reduce incoming damage for 2 turns. So if you don't have them together, you're missing out on those bonuses. It's pretty big. You should definitely run the two together. I don't think he has anything else. Yeah, I think it's just both their passives together. But those two are... I'm not sure if you'd call them a team. They're just a basic two-man combo that can go into any team besides Strength Team, obviously. And Block Rate Team. I don't think you can run these two because his Ice and his Dark, and you need minimum 4. I mean, you could use them as the last two, but I wouldn't run them with Block Rate Team. Just keep them as a separate team. And then we have other standard teams, which is just a mishmash of everything. So people might just run these guys, they might put Law on a team. This is just what people normally do. They might just put this, they might just make that as a team. They might just get rid of Katakuri, they might just put this as a team. Like, this is just any standard team, just mishmashing, putting character. They might just get rid of this. They might put in more of a defensive team. I don't know. This is... It's just a bunch of characters put together that make a decent team. Not really too much synergy together, but they're pretty decent team. Let's just move Yamato back there. Law there. So yeah, it's really just a bunch of characters put together, and the team looks pretty decent. So that's mainly the overview of every team. You have the Nico Luffy team, the rank 1 team, obviously because Nico Luffy is completely broken, but you do need to keep in mind you need Kaido Dragonform and you need those curse seals on your team. Then the Block Rate team, obviously you must have these two characters in order to make it work. You also need another 2 Sand Soul characters, and then the last 2 are completely up to you. Strength team, you can go a number of ways. Yeah, this is a bunch of ways. We'll go into the different variants that you could do for Strength Team. I feel like Strength Team has more variants than any other team in the game. Nico Luffy team does have a wide range of variants you can run as well. Block Rate team, not really, because you're tied to those 4 sand characters. Law, you can just slap on any team. It's like Sir Crocodile. You can also just slap on Sir Crocodile on any team in the game. Where is he? Yeah, like these 2 characters, even Katakuri, you can just slap these 3 characters on any team if you want. It's completely up to you. You can also put Fujitora on any team as a 6th slot. And then General Frankie and Chopper, 2-man combo on almost any team in the game aside Strength Team and Block Rate team. I wouldn't put them on Block Rate team. So that's basically the overview of the best teams in the game. We'll go over each team individually, the combos for the characters, what variants you can run, what adventure souls you should be putting on each characters and stuff like that, in separate videos for each team. So do keep an eye out for those videos. I hope you guys enjoyed the video for today. Let me know in the comment section below what team you're looking at building or what's your favorite team. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.